Good morning and welcome back to the Morning Juice with your host, Juice Box. Today we are getting a fresh squeeze of intel, thoughts, and appeals with my boy, Brent Francisco. How are you today, Brent?
Pretty good. Good to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, bro. A little late. Bryce want to edit that in earlier. I appreciate you getting on with me, bro. We had done this once before, but your mitt, aka his face, is that New Jersey language?
It's like Philly slang, I think.
Philly slang. So your mitt is the face. His mitt was not up to date, and he was able to redo it for me, which I really appreciate you taking the time. You're a professional baseball player, have been for a little bit, Brent Francisco. We met on the Ashboro Copperheads in 2021. And now that the Zookeepers, actually, I just had an episode with Zach Evans. He just got drafted by the Padres from the Zookeepers. And so I kind of want to get started here and talk about where you're from.
I'm from Burlington, New Jersey. It's directly east of Philadelphia. It's like right across from Bristol, PA. I can be in PA before I can be in a lot of parts of Jersey.
Type.
I went to college in East Stroudsburg in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
So it
Division
was
two?
Poconos. Yes.
Division two?
Yep.
Yeah.
D2
Division two
Dogs.
Warriors. Turn me up, twin. You know what it is. So this year you kind of went crazy. You've been going crazy. Year one was crazy for college. You know, you weren't who you were at first. You were pitching a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Or did you have a lot of innings?
My freshman year, I was starting like midweek games,
Midweek
and I was
games?
going to come out of the pen during conference, but
Yeah.
then COVID canceled
Oh,
everything.
right. So then did you turn into a 4-year starter after that?
Yeah, basically, I got basically just like a redshirt year,
Yeah.
kind
Exactly.
of, but I still got some experience. I got 13 innings my true freshman year, and then my redshirt freshman year, I got like 27. So I got to start at quite a few games, come out of the pen a couple times. It gave me a good intro to college ball.
Wonderful. And you kind of rewrote the record books a little bit. You're looking very handsome. And I bet your picture is probably in some of them record books. So that's good because a lot of record books I've read, they only have like a name. But we done updated our record books and started putting people's pictures in there. So it looks pretty fire. But you know, you did a lot of great stuff this year, your last year, and you've had a great 2024 whole thing. You went from college being the best pitcher in Division II college by some writers. That's what they say, the Writers Associations.
Perfect game.
Perfect game. And then first team All American for
All three.
all three Writers Associations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just double checking. All three?
Yep.
First team?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. So you did that in 2024, and then you decided to play some serve ball, try to get your draft stock up, right? And we linked up again in Morehead City, ain't it? Tee me up. He took forever to get there though, which really made me upset because I was there first. I was ready to play, but he couldn't be because he was in the regionals because his team was doing so good and he was shoving. So
Because we
right,
hosted a regional.
yeah, you hosted a regional, and then did y'all go super regional or no?
No.
The same thing LR did in 2022. We was going stupid. We won the SAC championship, and then we didn't host, but we had the NGU, and we had won the first two games. We had beat Pembroke and we beat NGU once, so they had to go beat Pembroke, and then had to come beat us twice.
Bro, it's the most heartbreaking thing ever.
No cap. I think we went down like 10-0 in the second game, and like the second inning, and I was like,
This might be it.
yeah, I was like, bro, come on, bro, you can't be serious. But anyways, we met back up in Morehead City. I want to talk about the identities of Morehead City because I love how it is. They definitely got the fans involved a lot, and you know they had teams as the Fish Tacos were they're a decent one. Was that on Tuesdays?
Yeah, Taco Tuesdays. We
Yeah,
were the Fish Tacos. I love those uniforms, the brown and yellow.
little brown and yellow. And then we got to wear sombreros. Ooh.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hand them off. I love that, and I love dancing in the stands. People didn't really see that in Morehead City, but then they started letting us do it, and I started turning up. And everybody started turning up, so that's gonna work. And then the other identity is what? The motorboaters.
The motorboaters, yeah, the orange and blue, tough.
The boats, the motorboaters, and the boats in the water. So ended up doing that, and then you ended up going where to the MLB Draft League, for the Williamsport.
The Williamsport crosscutters.
Yeah, and then I ended up wanting to still play. I thought I was retired for a little bit, and I ended up going up there, and they assigned me to the Williamsport Crosscutters, and then we meet again, our third time meeting. So it was lovely, and that was both our first times playing professional baseball. So that was lovely to do that with a familiar face, especially when you have already been there, and I had to come later, and then you kind of already like, yo, y'all gonna love him, and I don't have to
Mhm.
like, I'm scared, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I get to walk in, people like, are you Juice?
yeah.
Sir, who's asking? Ali Lapre.
Everybody was ready. Everybody was prepared.
Ali Lapre. Nice to meet you. Quarter Porter Brown. Pleasure making
Shout
it.
out Ali.
Shout out Ali. Shout out Porter Brown. Shout out Zachary Murray. It wouldn't be the podcast if I didn't shout out Zachary Murray.
Shout out
Zachary
Emmett
Murray,
Bice.
LSU, Livy Dunn, you name it.
Uh,
Okay, you got to know your first professional season and it included me. That was so wonderful. I love being there. You've been training in the off season. Where are you planning on going now?
I'm going to the Frontier League. I'm signed with the Washington Wild Things, but obviously I'm hoping to get an affiliated opportunity out of there. I'm trying to get myself as ready as I can to possibly help a minor league bullpen.
Okay, wonderful. So how you been doing that? You off season routine, has it differed from college? You know, college is a little, you pitch the whole fall, then you kind of do the break for a month, you take off throwing, then you ramp back up. What's the difference now? Did you like this off season routine a lot more and you kind of understand it a lot better?
I definitely have understood my body more than ever this off season because I was forced to. I threw my highest inning load ever last year. I was like 153 or 154 innings, something like that. And dude, it was just afterwards I had to take a second and be like, all right, let's rehab, let's get our body back in good shape, and then let's start throwing again. And like with pro ball versus college ball, pro ball you can have that extra like month and a half, 2 months to recover and really get your body in shape. Versus college, I felt like I was throwing summer ball and then I would get a couple weeks off and then go back and throw in the fall in college and then get a couple weeks off and then throw like winter live pens
Right.
and like build for the season and then you're
Yeah.
throwing all season and then the cycle continues, you know what I mean?
Every time you
Like
go to summer ball, you gotta get some more innings. Yeah.
it's definitely a lot bigger devotion to the body, like the craft.
So do you have a crate? So I hear this talk about on ramps and phases. Is there a certain like a program and phases that you do that you started out? Because what championship game was September like 5th, 6th, or 7th, and you didn't throw till when?
Probably first or second, at least second week of November.
But you're working out and doing your mobility during that time, and then
Yeah,
then you just get your arm moving second week of November and stuff like that.
yeah. Up until that point, I was just kind of like trying to move around and be athletic and like get some like baseball oriented movements, but not like do stuff that's gonna inflame like what was sore from the season already. Like had to like heal the like fill up the glass of water. Like I was at like 50% in the glass, and I needed to fill it all the way back up to 100 before I could start draining it down again.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. So you did first bullpen, you were sitting 88, 80, 88, 90, and then the second bullpen in your phase. This is like your on ramp phase where you're gonna, or no, I guess it's your on ramp's the first phase, right? So you do like an on ramp, then you go through like your like progression phase where you're either gonna do pull downs or pens. So now you're in your pens phase,
Yeah, I'm
and
in kind of like my bullpen phase right now.
okay, and you've done this was your second pen, and you're 90, 92.
No, I was it was more like started off like 87, 88, and then
A little
built
touch.
more into the 88, 89, and then got my braking stuff working after. And once I had thrown like a couple like I like to throw one breaking ball for a strike and one for a swing and miss of each breaking ball. And obviously, when you throw 5 breaking balls, that takes a little bit, but like that was a good 10, 12 pitches I threw in between the fastballs. And then by the time I got back around to the fastballs again, I felt like everything was clicking a little smoother. My body was rotating more on time, and like my timing of intent was through the ball, and I was a little more 90, 91, 92.
Okay, wonderful. So you're in these pens and like you're not really adrenaline filled. You're not really in that like crazy mindset. I kind of want to dig into your mindset on the mound because I've seen it 3 times in person and I absolutely love it. I'm kind of the same, just a little hint lower and more personal. You're attacking people in the box, not with words, but with mentality. It's not even you saying anything on the mound. It's more of just aggression, facial expressions, and dominance with the strike zone. So could you kind of go in that a little bit how you kind of think, from pitch one, if you get ahead or if you throw a ball and then 2 strikes or if you're 3-0, I go over certain scenarios where you fight back or you fight ahead.
Well, I kind of just like to keep like a solid demeanor out there. Like I'm not trying to show any sort of emotion other than I'm angry towards the hitter. I want to get the hitter out, and I'm gonna destroy whoever steps into the box.
Right,
Like I'm trying to keep that poker face going no matter what happens. Even if someone takes me deep, the next hitter is gonna get that same mentality.
right.
But like in terms of like counts and stuff, when I get ahead, like that just like I feel like that's like a plus 20 adrenaline boost.
Yeah,
Like as soon
100%.
as you see that first like strike go through like the zone, I love like a nice like 0-0 take,
Like, what
like
are
a
you doing?
fastball strike.
Like, what are you doing? There's bangers coming.
Oh, of course. Of course. If you're taking that fastball piped, I'm definitely throwing that swing and miss slider or piping another right in the same spot.
Right. And then you throw that heater up because you love the heater. You like two because someone like me, I like going off speed late in the count. 0-2, I'm like, man, I'm about to make this off speed look like a fastball right down the middle as hard as possible. Like try to throw it almost harder with my body than my fastball, so they think I'm like gearing up, like to throw a
Mhm.
bomb. And then like you're more like, yeah. I guess I'll just throw it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like you're like right in, but I'm gonna throw it, and then you walking around that mound, and you already knew you threw it by him by the time it's got your hand. Ain't
hmm
it?
I'm more like I'd like to throw the predictable pitch in the non-predictable spot. So
Yeah,
like if you know it's that 2 strike fastball count, everybody in the building knows like I'm reaching back and like
yeah,
trying to throw my best fastball by him, but then I just let one eat like at the letters and like
yeah.
let it like ride up to the neck and like
Mm-hmm.
you get that ugly swing cuz they're
Mm-hmm.
sitting fastball.
And they want to swing. There's no shot. I mean,
Yep.
they're trying to catch up to it, and by the time they see that it's 2 up, it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I definitely want to work towards getting back to is getting that nice waist pitch up in the zone because like you get a lot of swing and misses and like your whiff and with so many analytics going into baseball nowadays, get that whiff rate up.
Yeah, that's all you want. You want swing and misses. I love swings and misses. Appreciate it. Let's go to our quick question portion, if you don't mind. Would you mind answering a quick few questions? It'll just be, would you rather on kind of like what you do pitching wise, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Would you rather pitch on turf or dirt?
Turf.
Turf. Home or away?
Home.
Against a righty or a lefty? I know, right? I love them. I love them both.
Lefty.
Lefty. And
Mhm.
then if you had to throw another pitch, what would it be?
Probably like a hard sinker, like a screwball or something.
I know you want my death ball.
Oh yeah,
I know you want it.
yeah.
You can have it.
That would be tough too.
Just ask nicely. All you gotta do is ask nicely. Chill. That mitt. That mitt. Last question. If you had to play another position on the field, what would it be?
First base for sure.
First base. You like first base? You got the
Oh
height.
yeah.
This
I
guy's
mean,
6'8", guys. 6'8". I know he doesn't look like it, but 6'8".
I love third base, but I know like if I'm taking third base, someone's gonna like complain about it. So I'll leave that to like someone who can move a little better. So I'll sit over there at first and try to pick them, make myself look like Prime Rizzo.
He's still prime. Go hang on the doorway. Go hang on the go touch the doorway. Do you have the duck underneath it?
Nah, I'm like an inch shorter.
Inch shorter. So like you walking by and it's like this. That's so tall. Have you ever done baseball camps before? You ever went to them when you were little, youth camps and stuff like that?
Uh, yeah, I did quite a few like for this club baseball team that I used to play for in high school. It was like youth stuff and like that was more like we were doing what our coaches told us to do and like just running the drills. But then at East Stroudsburg, we had quite a few like team camps. Like our coaches like would do youth camps, but like summer ball everywhere I've gone, team camps, like done a
You,
lot of them.
you did
It's
one
a
in
great
W, right?
opportunity for kids to get seen and to interact with like the next level of baseball player.
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like when I was younger, it was like just high schoolers. Like I feel
Mhm.
like I was like literally young and I would never go to a college camp or a summer ball camp. It was really just high schools. And that's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay. But high schoolers, they're just trying to hang out, big chill. But you get people our age that actually want to give back to the youth and big chilling and want to have a good time. It's fun out there because you have kids that are just really wanting to have some fun. And then we can show some cool stuff, and they're like,
yeah.
"Whoa, no way! Your name's Coach Juicebox? I don't believe that." I'm telling you, bro. That's what they call me. Hey, yo, what's my name? Juicebox? Yeah. No way. Yeah, not as come on. It's, hey, it's my favorite. What was your favorite part about them when you attended them, though?
Um, I mean, playing some wiffle ball.
Yeah. Well, football the best part. Having some fun. Have some teams. Try to get your friend on your same team because if you don't have your friend on the same team, I really don't want to beat them.
Yeah,
I don't want to beat them.
no lie.
So you got a little brother at what is it called?
Long Island University.
Island University. So now that he's older, is it kind of nice having a throwing partner when he comes back?
Oh, definitely. And I mean, I don't gotta feel as bad about beating his glove up as I do somebody else's glove. Like,
Yeah,
I tend to throw a pretty heavy ball, so I end up like breaking like some strings and stuff. We got the glove relacing kit in my garage here.
need it. Gotta have it on standby, huh?
Yeah, my brother throws a heavy ball too. He's gotten a couple in my pockets as well.
So like when he's away, is he able to like call you and kind of talk about his day and his mechanics and all that, and it's easy for him to call you and stuff like that? Because we both have remote coaches and we talk to people. We don't have like an older brother that does it for us, but you having all the knowledge, you're 5 years ahead of his baseball knowledge. I don't think about that sometimes that they I could tell them something, but they didn't do the whole thing to learn that process. They didn't do drills to understand that movement, to understand that feeling. So with him being able to call you is probably the best, especially having a brother that's so successful and being able to have him continue to do it and then be able to be coachable within the throwing stuff that you're doing in the off season. But how are those calls? Does he call you often and kind of ask you stuff and send you video and all that?
I mean, he calls me sometimes just for non-related baseball reasons at all, just to spew some random stuff. But I mean, he's a talker. He likes to call and talk baseball. He likes to call and talk mechanics. He likes to call after his bullpens, his lives, tell me what was feeling good, what wasn't, even on the good ones, the bad ones. The bad ones, he'll call me up and be like, dude, like, that was one of the worst bullpens I've ever thrown. And
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right, what did you feel? What did you feel? Like, that's always the word we go back to in pitching. What were you feeling? What were you feeling? Like, when it was good, like, did you repeat? Like, what did you repeat? Like, just breaking it down, that kind of stuff. And he's gotten a lot better over the years.
gotcha. Yeah, that's cool to see. Um, we'll kind of go back into you a little bit. What routines kind of changed for you over the times being at ESU, East Stroudsburg, into now? Talking about freshman year, you don't have to go in everything, but I mean, were you doing weighted balls? Were you doing stretching? What was your weight? Are you a different weight now that you like to be? Stuff like that.
My freshman year, I was heavier than I've ever been, and I had almost no throwing routine other than long toss a couple times a week and play catch the other days. I took no days off from throwing, maybe one day a week if I was sore, but almost no days off from throwing. Maybe get a couple bands before I would throw, a couple stretches, and get out there and just whip the arm around. But it wasn't until a little later when I started realizing like how much like force is really generated from that lower half and keeping that lower half connected through the middle of the body into the upper body, like that can really impact the velocity on your throw and give you like that extra boost. And not only that, but like my health wise, like my arm felt so much better and recovered so much faster when I learned to use my legs a little bit more. My routine now, like basically, like I definitely don't lift as heavy as I did back then because back then I was kind of trying to build a base of strength versus now I'm just trying to touch within like probably like 30%, or within like 30 or 20% of my max like during the season, but like keep that strength and like keep adding on as much as possible throughout. Definitely throwing wise, I mean, I'm weighted balls now, I'm bands, I do the whole 9 yards when it comes to mobility, T spine, like hips, everything.
Bruh, halfway in the frame. Stop leaning over.
Should we hit that for the cover of the episode? That
Dealing with professional baseball players. Uh,
professional viewers.
yeah, literally. So during all your summer balls, kind of go through all 5 years. How many times you play summer ball during college?
5 years.
You play every year.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I played coming out of high school.
All right. So go over where all you were at and who'd you play for and like what league was that?
Okay, so coming out of high school, I signed up for a league that was like New Jersey, New York, PA kids that were already in college, but I just wanted to get some experience against college hitters before going into that first fall. Like, just kind of try to give myself a little edge going into like a school that had a lot of older guys on the team. And I ended up playing the ABCCL. I believe now it's the ECCBL or something like that. But it was a good league. I played for the Team Clemente, so
Roberto
something
Clemente,
like that. Clemente Baseball Club. That's what it was. Clemente Baseball Club. Black and yellow, awesome colors.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Like uniforms were sick. I played there, and then when COVID canceled me going to the NYCBL the next summer, I ended up going back there again, and that was the reason I was able to get that contract in the CPL the next year. Where I met you was because I was pitcher of the year in that league that year of COVID. And then that's kind of what gave me like the little summer ball resume, even though I had limited school innings to get down to the coastal plains. So we ended up in Asheboro in 2021, and
Shout
I
out.
went back to the coastal in 2022 with the Wilson Tobbs, and back again to the coastal plains in 2024 this past summer.
So what about 23?
I played 3 days in the Cape Cod League, 4 days in the Cape Cod League, got cut, and then went to the NECBL.
Hey, we'll take it. At least you played or did you pitch?
Nope.
You were a
So I shouldn't say play. I
yeah.
wore the uniform, guys.
You rode the bus.
Yeah, I rode the bus.
Yeah. Hey, that's gonna work. A lot of people can't say they rode the bus. I was up there actually the end of your summer, and I actually got to play, so that was
Yeah,
fun. Sorry,
yeah.
I
Narrowly
that
missed
was
each
fun.
other there.
Huh?
That's the one year we haven't played together since Ashboro, and we narrowly missed each other there.
Yeah, he played at the beginning, I played at the end. It was actually crazy. That was actually crazy. I was like, dude, I'm going to play in Wareham. You were like, dude, that's actually where I went. Dog, no way. That is crazy. So out of all those, what was your favorite host family spot or like your favorite? So we'll go favorite host family spot first.
Definitely up in the NECBL.
Where were you
Big
at?
bed, big bed,
Big bed. I love big
big
beds.
bed,
Yeah.
big bed. My own bathroom.
Own room,
Yeah.
own bathroom,
Mhm.
upstairs.
Yep.
They downstairs.
Yep. I was the only one on that floor. I had a shower on the third floor, which was above me, and like
Third,
then I would be two. Yeah.
third. Is this one of these beach houses though? They go straight up.
Nah. It's one of them old houses. It's in like the New England houses that just like they're like taller and skinnier.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like the beach houses.
Yeah, kind of. I
Yeah,
guess.
just on stilts. Go straight up. All right. So, what was your favorite stadium to play at during summer ball?
Fleming Stadium, Wilson Tobbs.
Oh yeah,
Not nah, Muzzy Field, Bristol Blues. Muzzy was sick. Babe Ruth hit the first home run there.
really?
Mm-hmm.
What was it called?
He's on the wall. That's in Connecticut.
You see that?
Yeah, it's a gorgeous spot.
Some bus trips get long in these summer ball things, right? Summer ball games, you get back late, you leave early. Someday it's a day of travel before you even go somewhere. You're kind of just assigned and you're just living. So, what do you think? Like, what did everybody do to kind of cut the time down on the buses and big chill?
Mafia,
Really,
always, always.
Mafia, is that a fun game?
The most fun.
Yeah. So is it kind of like someone's like a narrator, and then you go through nights and you kind of figure out because everybody's on the bus. You got like 40, yeah, like 30 or 40 people. So everybody's
Yeah,
trying to play. Everybody's trying to kill some time. The front, they don't care. So playing Moth, you got a narrator. Everybody puts their head down. Narrator has what happens. You got Moth, you got cops, you got nurse, you got a silencer. Yeah, but Mafia is real fun. It's like a game of Clue. You try to figure out who the dirty people are in the clean townspeople and the innocent people, and it gets real heated. It gets real heated. Sometimes it turns into a LeBron and Jordan debate. Sometimes it turns into trades, trading stuff for your life. People will be putting money on the line too. I'll send you $20
definitely,
game. Real
definitely.
fun game. A lot of tensions flare. You get to figure out who the true real people are because people will swear to God and they'll be lying. They will swear to God. It's actually legal to swear to God and promise in Mafia, but people have not got that message yet.
Yeah, definitely was outlawed at ESU.
Yeah. Definitely was outlawed at LR2, but summer ball, people be letting it fly. It's, it's kind of annoying.
Helps you get close to people real quick, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were talking about how the pitcher of the year helped you get into the CPL. What do you mean by that? Was CPL hard to get into?
Um, just the CPL. If you look at it, like most of the D2 guys in there are like from like the Conference Carolinas, so like they're a lot more local to the area, and like the CPL teams aren't. They don't know who East Stroudsburg University is. Like it's not like they're ever going to go searching through East Stroudsburg University's roster to find someone to give them the opportunity down there. Like, you kind of had to go seeking it out if you really wanted it and tell them why. Like, they should give it to the kid from up north rather than the local guy that only has to drive an hour.
Right. 100%. So out of all that time, who do you think your favorite coaching staff was while being in Coastal Plains, and kind of go through the differences? You can rank them actually if you want, because you have your ESU coaches the whole time. But we're not gonna worry about them. Obviously, you liked them. You would have transferred out if you didn't. So during the summer balls, you have different coaches probably almost every single time. Shout out Dustin Cox.
Uh, the past couple summers have been great coaching staff, so I really liked my Wilson Tops coaching staff. We were a super winning team. We made it to the CPL championship, the Pettit Cup.
Jaws.
Um, we lost to the Savannah Bananas.
Ah.
Uh, Still a little
Wait, was
sour.
that 2022?
Yep.
You were on that team?
Mm-hmm.
So you saw me there.
No,
Yeah, you did.
no, I didn't travel.
What? You didn't
I
travel?
had to go get an MRI.
But you went. But were you at the game the day before?
I I played the playoff game leading up to that, and then I went to go get an MRI just to because my season was done at that point. Like
Right.
I'd thrown a bunch of innings. Like I went to get an MRI or not an MRI. Not I was thinking of the wrong thing. It's not an MRI. It's
CT.
ultrasound.
Ultrasound.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you know I was on the Bananas at the time, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get to see him."
Uh.
I don't even think I knew you were on. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I think I did know.
Really?
Hmm.
Dang, bro.
You was just in your Savannah Bananas there.
Huh? I know.
You, bro. That was crazy.
Crazy. Well, I had 2 weeks there.
Yeah.
Like literally, I
And
had
the amount of stuff I saw in 2 weeks that you were doing was nuts. Like I
nut.
was like, dang.
Like, bro, I'm doing too much. Like, I'm about to. Dog, it was crazy. But then that's crazy. So 2022, Savannah Bananas beat y'all. You're mad, furious. We'll take it. Back to back champs from the Savannah Bananas. We love it. So watch the Wild Things this summer. You'll be on a team by boy Aaron Forrest. Call him Forey or call him Lumberjack / Tree. While he's pitching, you gotta say stuff. This is what fired him up when I was cheering him on. He never heard it before. I was like, keep chopping them down. Keep chopping them down. They ain't no lumberjacks. Their mascot ain't the lumberjacks. They ain't chopping you down. You
That's
chopping
funny.
them down. Yeah, he loved that. He came back in the dugout. He was like, Japes, fire me up. Fire me up. I was like, of course, bro. That's all I'm here for. Bring the juice. It's my favorite. So you talked about a little bit at the beginning, talk about you want to get to the affiliated ball. What do you think is the best route for you? You gonna throw in any pro days, or are you just gonna pitch for a little bit in the Washington Wild Things and kind of go crazy?
Um, I mean, obviously, I'm thankful to have a spot in some capacity in professional baseball. Obviously, it's not my goal to end in the Frontier League, but I'm going to do everything I can this year to just go there and start snapping in the Frontier League and hope that the right eyes get on me.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to start training and throwing some bullpens at Baseball Performance Center, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't know if that's going to get any eyes on me, but you never know.
All right, I work at Athletes Lab, doing lessons, doing practices, doing coaching with the kids. I love them. They're wonderful. They love Coach Juice Box. I'm not yelling at them. I'm helping them out, getting them better. What message do you have to them on their best days, on their worst days, and on the days they need to just do their best to get better? So 3 messages.
Have fun with the game.
Which one is that attached to? The best day, worst day, or the day they need to get the max better?
The worst day.
Okay. Have fun.
The best day, I would tell you, don't let your highs get too high. Act like you've done it before.
That is a good one. That is
And
Athletes Lab participants and lessons. Say that again, Brent.
act like you've done it before.
Bet. Go ahead. When you're max
And
trying to get better.
max intent trying to get better. Find the stuff that you're not good at in your game and get comfortable with the stuff you're not good at.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been doing, like hip mobility and ankle mobility and shoulder mobility. I don't like doing it. But I'm
Yeah,
told that if I keep doing it, I'm gonna eventually get good at it. And within the 3-4 months I've been doing it, boy, I'm going stupid.
definitely. Definitely.
I feel like a lot better. I can almost do a split now. It's kind of going
The
crazy.
things that you don't like the most are most likely the things that you need to work on.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what's your velocity goal for this season?
96.
96. 96 is crazy. I'm trying to hit like a 4 or 5, probably maybe a 9. I bet I could, but if I really got like real mad one time, I swear, like I'm not even lying. Dude, I'm hitting 90 and 40-degree weather inside.
Type.
I need something like
Next time you throw a bullpen, have someone say something mean about your girl or your mom.
I don't need that. I need like I need someone to be
Someone smack you in the back of the head.
I need like a batter. Like spit at me. I'm like boy, you don't know what's coming, boy. You know, like I'm finna I'm
The
finna
separator.
yeah, literally. People always be like that. You gotta hit this guy, show him who's boss. I'm like, boy, this change up finna show him who boss, boy. I'm finna yeah, I'm on. Yeah.
Go to the spin cycle.
Spins. You have any highlights on your feed or anything?
Highlights of what?
You pitching?
What, you want me to text them?
Oh, I guess you could.
I Go look in our messages, dog. You've got 10 billion. You've got all my highlights in there from the last time.
Oh, I guess we'll
She
just
don't want no puppy.
Brent, we're gonna wrap it up here just like a burrito from Diablo's Salsaritas in Chipotle. I appreciate you being on with us. Do you have anything to say to the grade school dudes that are trying to get to the next level and trying to get better?
Um, First things first, always start with a base no matter what you're doing, whether it's throwing, start with a base level of mechanics, ask someone who knows, don't be afraid to ask questions. Send your
Mm-hmm.
favorite player a DM, like it never hurts to reach out, like you might get that response. Like ask someone who knows a little bit more and be a sponge, absorb everything around you and try to put it to use.
100%.
Trial and error.
And that doesn't mean just ask how it look, right? It means ask some in-depth questions that you generally be thinking about and it's actually gonna, prophesy something.
hmm And if someone sees that you're paying attention and that you're actually like intrigued by the topic, like they will go in depth with you and give you more than you need to know about that to help you.
Right. Appreciate you, Francisco. Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I appreciate you tuning in to the Morning Juice, getting a fresh squeeze with Brent Francisco and his prophecies and his journey on getting to the professional level and how he's going to go from there. Brent, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get better.
Appreciate you having me, bro. It's
Yeah,
been a
again
pleasure as
soon.
always.